Welcome back to another Transformers video review. Today, it's not much of a review, it's kind of is. We're going to be getting these two that I have reviewed the past couple of weeks. We're getting them into the Omega Prime mode. Finally. I reviewed him, and now it's part 3, and we're getting them combined. If you're unaware, this is the Haslab Omega Prime. So, you know. Anyway, to get them into Omega Prime form, first what you're going to do, you're going to want to give Optimus Prime Ultra Magnus' hand, like this, and now they're shaking hands. Then you send Optimus Prime off to the side. That's actually how they combine in the show. They shake hands, and then they do a cool combination sequence. Anyway, for real this time, how you get them combined is you take off Ultra Magnus' arms, because that's normal. Then you just set them off to the side. And we'll come back to those later. Then, another normal thing you do is you split this guy in half, aggressively. Then you split that part in half. Then you flip up the crotch, as you do. Then you fold down that section, and they peg in. As you can see, there's the pegs, and there's peg holes, like that. Then, this part flips up, like that. You extend the heel. Same on the other side. Then you fold it up like that, and like that. This gray piece flips out, and that gray piece flips out. The light gray pieces flip down. A lot of flipping, a lot of messing around. Then this part flips up like that. And then this little blue piece pushes down and pegs in, like that. And then you just collapse the entire gray assembly and flip down this foot. Make sure everything's pegged together. And there you go. There is one leg, or I guess foot, done. And you can just put that somewhere. Then on this side, do the same. I don't know if you noticed what I did, but this little blue part, you can see the outline. There's a little hole back here, and you just push it through like that. And then that comes up. The foot flips down. That thing stays there. And then you fold everything, collapse everything, and peg everything together. Pretty simple. Then, that's done. Then for the top half, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to flip down the chest, and then you're going to want to bring this whole assembly up like this. Then Ultra Magnus' head goes inside. It's difficult because it's strange. Pretty sure that is how it goes. Like this. Like that. You saw in the Ultra Magnus review, if you saw that this whole backpack assembly is just difficult for me. It's just kind of, it's weird, the way all of it just kind of folds together and collapses around. So, you gotta bear with me here. Pretty sure that is just how it goes, though. It's simple as that. Or maybe, oh, wait. It goes like that. Yep, that's how it goes. My bad. Listen, I'm new here, okay? You're following along with me, okay? I'm trying to help out, but it's you know. Anyway, then unpeg these parts, and then they fold around like so. Pretty sure that's just how it goes. These parts flip up. Actually, to get them flipped up, you have to flip up the chest pieces like that. Then they flip up and around. Like this. Like that. And then this whole assembly comes down like that. Pretty sure it pegs in. Or I guess not. Cool. This part flips around like that. These little white side panels, like so. Those actually peg into the chrome blue pieces, a little more stability. Then these red parts flip up. That little piece flips down. Up in there, it flips down. And then the head pops up like this, and you can fold around the ear pieces, like so. And that's pretty much it, honestly. Oh, actually, these parts have to be out and around. But that's pretty much it. You want to just have everything ready to go for when Optimus comes around. So, or actually, it's something like this. It's like, it's bizarre, really. I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. Just to have it ready. And now Ultra Magnus is a mangled mess. That sucks. Anyway, bring in Optimus Prime, or Fire Convoy, whatever you want to call him. Slide down these red pieces. Push back his head and flip it down. You know, fold forward the ears, push it back, fold it down, like so. These parts flip down. Then you're going to want to extend the torso and hope nothing breaks. It's a real problem, apparently. This part folds around like this. And you want to keep it at a perfect angle. Otherwise, it just won't work. And then it plugs together. And you can see he's a little bit longer. Extend the shoulders, or I guess his breasts, I guess. And then you fold up the heels. And that's it. He's just very easy in comparison to Ultra Magnus. Just in general, he's way easier to transform, mess around with, everything. Now, bring in the boots and plug those in. This part, that didn't actually plug in. What's going on here? Excuse me. You have to, like, peg it in and also slide it into the... Alright, there we go. There's, like, clips and also a peg. It's annoying. There's also this peg right there. And also a peg on the back. Everything just has to slide together. Which I like. It's kind of annoying and tedious, but it's actually really good because then he's super stable. So, I can't complain too hard. And there you go. There's a boot. Same on the other side. I'll try to show it off a little better. There is a peg hole on the back of the leg and a peg hole right there. There's a peg right there and right there. Everything just has to slide together and peg together. And also the hole, peg, foot, everything just has to go together neatly. Shouldn't be too hard, right? Wrong. All right, there we go. Way easier than the other one. And there we go. There's some boots. Some nice legs. Then the hands. Simple as that. I'll do the right one first because it's, you know, the handshake. Those are pegs. Pretty sure I showed that off in the Ultra Magnus review with the blue bolts. It goes like that. And then it flips around like this. And then it pegs onto the arms, and everything just folds together very nicely. Okay, maybe not nicely, but folds together. There's an arm. Same on the other side. A little handshake, then a flip, and then some pegging. Pegging together. Please. There we go. Then everything just slides together nicely. And there's some arms. We got some arms, we got some legs. What more could you want? All right, torso. This part, fascinating, really. Just kind of slides down. This part has to be correct. Can't even see it, my fault. Peg hole, or not even pegs anymore. I've said it so much. Take a shot every time I say peg. Don't. Tab holes, then there's tabs on top, And then it just comes down nice and neat and flush, and everything works out perfectly. There's a tab up in there. Hopefully you can see that. And it tabs into the back. Then, tabs right there, holes, similar to Super Mode for Optimus. Everything just comes around like that. And then this whole assembly just comes down. Or actually has to collapse in a weird way. So it's like a double hinge, has to be brought back, collapse, and tab in. And whoo, wow. That took a long time, and I would like to apologize for my my foolishness. Oh, and then these parts like fold around in some way. Pretty sure this just goes around down like this and folds up. You can leave them down, but it looks kind of funny. Yeah, just fold around like this, and then it kind of just does that. There we go. And now, for real this time, Omega Prime. And you can barely see him because he's massive. Whoa. Can I just say, wow. Just, you gotta admit this is cool, right? Like, took a while to get here. Again, I apologize if you made it this far. Thank you. If you didn't, you're not even here. But wow, this figure is so cool. It is just worth the wait. I feel bad for everyone's copies that were all messed up and any problems. Mine's great. Looks awesome. Like, it's solid too. It's not like, it doesn't feel like anything's gonna fall apart in any way. It just looks great, feels great. Kind of annoying to mess around with just because it's so big and ratchety, so it's kind of hard to get everything correct, but my goodness, it's so cool. For articulation, he has a ball joint at the neck. Now, hold on, before I continue, would it be, like, they? Because there's two guys in there? That's why I wondered about, like, fusions and combinations. Is it like a they thing, or they become one, and so it's just he? Anyway, he has some hinges at the chest wing thing, so you can get some movement out of the arms. These things move around a little bit. This part folds around a little bit, so you can get some articulation out of him. It's Omega Prime articulation, pretty much, so it's like that double-jointed shoulder thing, elbow, wrist swivel, and then a thumb joint and 2 finger joints, so nice. Doesn't have an index finger, it's just one joint, but I think that's for the what's coming next. He has it kind of a waist swivel, but it's hindered by the panel. And then heavy ratchets there, heavy ratchet there, knee swivel and a hip swivel or thigh swivel, and then a little bit of an ankle pivot. So you can get some poses out of him. I don't know if you really want to pose him. I think it's just kind of like a shelf piece. It's just decorative and aura. He just looks cool. But yeah, he looks great. He has a presence. For comparison, I don't know if I've done comparisons at all in the last 2 videos. I think I did just Ultra Magnus and Optimus next to each other. But for comparison, here he is with the original Robots in Disguise Megatron. I really hope they do an updated version of him. Maybe taller, maybe a commander class, maybe next Haslab. Either way, I don't think that scale is accurate. But there he is, very shiny. And now for some accessories, he comes with the, I think it's just called the Matrix Blade, and it's not going to fit in frame because, goodness gracious. Try to push him back as far as I can. There it is. I think it's like a foot long, maybe more. It's excessive. Kind of awesome, but also just really stupid. There's 3 holes right there. There's 3 tabs in his hand. You just put it in his hand like that, and it doesn't stay very well, but there we go. There it is. It's really dumb, but also just really cool. It's just so cool. Like, I wonder if I can get it in frame in any... Nope, it's just gonna fall out of his hand. Maybe I can, like, have him hold it this way. Kind of. It's so funny. Anyway, I'll have him hold it towards the end of the video, but I'm just taking it out right now, because there's some secrets to this figure. You're probably wondering, probably not at all, but probably wondering, now where'd the Super Mode Optimus parts go? And don't be afraid, the background's getting messed up. I have them here. I took them all apart off camera. There's a ladder. There's Super Mode chest piece thing. Here's blue bolts, which actually can't go on right now. Hold on. There's little pegs right there. Peg holes at the top of the shoulders, at the little blue parts, and he just slides on like that. Completely forgot about him, but there we go. That's just awesome looking. Now, that's supposed to be the complete Omega Prime look. So there it is. But there's more. Pistol, the Optimus Prime Super Mode hands, the other one, and finally the feet and shoulder pads from Super Mode. What is going on? You're probably wondering. I saw this on Instagram. I can't remember who it was from. I apologize, but I've saw it once, and basically all the parts can just go on Omega Prime. I think it was on purpose, because these two parts are supposed to go together, and they came apart really easily. So this part goes right over here, I think, like that. And then the ladder goes on the other arm, like this. Yeah, and then pretty sure these just went on the back somehow. I don't remember. I think it was just like... Okay, that just fell off. Pretty sure it went like... back here maybe? No, that doesn't seem right. I think they just hung off the back in some way. I don't remember where these went. Is that the right hand? Let's put them back there for now. Just put them somewhere. Up on the back, like this. There we go. There we go. And then this part can just go up here, I guess. Little gun. Up there. That part fell off. And then this part goes right here. Isn't that cool? It's so dumb. This whole figure is just like, what were they thinking? But at the same time, it's really epic. But at the same time, it's kind of stupid. Like, the Matrix blade is just, like... Can you even hold it right now? Oh, shoot. That's coming off. Don't worry about that. Please hold it. Is that going on right? Oh my goodness, everything's falling apart. There we go. Oh, never mind. Well, you get the idea. It's epic. That's all I have to say. It's kind of awesome. All of it. I love this figure. Or figures, I guess. Just, the whole set is so cool. I can't get enough of it. There's the whole thing. There's everything. Blade, crazy ladder, weapons, the whole configuration. It is... I'm a huge fan. If you can't tell from the past videos or this one, I love this set. And I hope you guys love the set as well if you have it. If you don't, I'm sorry. But that's pretty much it. I mean, not much else to say about it. It's awesome, looks great, feels pretty good overall. Big fan. So if you made it this far, again, thank you. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.